Well, hello, paradigm shifters. Welcome to January 26, 2021. Let's take a deep breath in to this day and this life and this moment in time where we get to live, we get to breathe, and we get to connect. So, yes, I know you want an update, right? You want a numbers update? Yeah. Okay, as of this morning or a couple of minutes ago, our numbers in Paradigm Sisters are 658. Yes. And at least 26 countries. I quit counting the countries from all over the world. And we are a community of dedicated global community of uplifting and shifting the level and vibration of the universe for all possibility. And today we have on a recording Dr. Birgitte Tan. And I'm going to get the recording up here. And the reason it's a recording, let's see, is because she is currently working today in the hospital. She is an oncologist. And I'll let you, as soon as I get this started, I will let her take it away. I'm going to stop me. There you go. Alrighty. And oh, so good to see you. And today we have a special guest. I know Dr. Brigitte Tan was here way back in the beginning when we first started this journey. And, it's so appropriate to have her on now, the end of January 2021. And we're talking today about the power of purpose. So, welcome. Welcome, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you. Thank you, Paradigm Shifter. It is so wonderful, and I am so honored to be here to be with you again and to serve you in the best possible way. Thank you.
Well, so I do know about a purpose that you're serving right now. So, when was it? I would like to have you talk about maybe when you were younger, um, where you kind of knew your purpose, but maybe didn't go to your purpose, or tell us a little bit about you and your story.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Judy. So it's interesting. I don't know if I would really know. I would say I really know, but when I was young, I was always called. Even when I was really young, I was always called to help. I've always felt driven to help. Where so much so that I have these things of I will give to any kids that I perceive is suffering. And I grew up in Indonesia, in Jakarta. And at the time, there were a lot of homeless and poor kids. And and so much so that if my parents give me something, they give me a toy, they give me an ice cream, they give me a balloon or anything, I will enjoy it until let's say we walk on the street and you buy kids, your kids, ice cream or candy or something. I'll hang on to it and I'll start eating it. But the moment I saw a homeless kid, which is a sad, suffering kid in my perceptions, I will give it away. and and the same thing when they give me a toy, and the next time, and we live in at the time, it's the setup, it's such a way that from the window I can look out and I can see homeless kid. And from when we go out and around being in Indonesia, you'll see homeless kid. Every toy that I get, I will give it away, to the point they have to tell me that, okay, this one from grandma, it's a special toy. You cannot give it away. This one you must keep. And this one from the other grandma or from this special person, or this one you must keep until your 18th birthday. Things like that. Because otherwise, I will give away. And then I started when I was in grade school. My parents have a birthday party for me, and very soon it was I will be and I'm very fortunate to grow up the way I am. And at the same time, at the time I went to a school where there's a lot of less fortunate kids, kid with a financial abundance. So the birthday party, I actually use it um, to organize donations, book donations. Everybody got to bring a book, and the book is donated to the school library. And so looking back, I said, I discovered I was already full by my purpose, if the purpose to be able to help. And the same thing with the animals too. Yeah, there is any animal needing help passing in front of me, I'll pick it up and take care of it. So the purpose on being able to help animals and children was, looking back, I could see it very clearly. And as you know now, my journey now is to help. I've been helping animals as a veterinarian, and then now going back to helping children, Judy.
Wow, what a beautiful story. well, well, okay. Well, I'm just crying. I did not know that about you. I just met you 7 years ago. I think we were just talking. And I just remember a totally different Brigitte than I see sitting here right now. So tell me, so the last time you were on, you had just released the book, I think, Seeking Peace.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of effort, and that was also your giving, giving, giving. Yes. Yes. And grieving, taking people. And that's where, I mean, if you haven't seen that, go back in the archives and watch that. And watch this transition. And this is just in a couple months. So tell us about what I want to get to, like, all the proceeds from this book go to this organization. I want you to talk about the story behind what you're doing currently. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you hear that your favorite niece has been diagnosed with a curable cancer, but you know that her family and you are too poor to be able to get any treatment done, and that means that your niece going to die in the next few years from this otherwise curable cancer. So that is Ida. That's what happened with Ida. Ida was Ida, when she was around, she was a child in Africa, um, and she was diagnosed with a curable cancer when she was 10, 11 years old. But her family, and everyone that she knows, because she grew up in this really poor village in Africa, did not have the means to even get to the city, never mind getting a treatment. And so Ida suffered years after years in pain, having this initially curable cancer slowly grow in her and eats her away. I met Ida um, uh, a couple years ago, when I was doing a free online grief support system. And Ida was a free online grief support system at the time, actually for the fire victims. But because it was announced on Facebook and so forth, Ida, whose village was able to have electricity and computer in the library, only one place in the whole village, but
Wow.
she would go there every day, hoping to be able to find something to give her hope and to feel just a little better toward the end of her life. She knows she doesn't have much time.
She's
And
like 11 and 12 years old. 11?
well, by then, she has suffered for 7 years, and she was already 17, and so she
Oh,
suffered all those years. And so she reached out to me and connected with me and says, can you please help me? I just need something to be able to have hope, to feel better. And so and that's what Ida did. And I said, well, you can follow the program, you can follow this, and actually to see and reach back one step at a time. And Ida went on her own. And then unfortunately for Ida, even though with all the effort that she put and all the learning that she tried to do on her own, once there is an ability to do that, it was too late. Ida
oh,
passed away 1 week before her 18th birthday. And Ida's plea for me, knowing that there is a potential good seed of good in every adversity, she said, please do not let my suffering
oh,
become a waste.
oh,
I cannot do anything. I'm at the end of my time. I just want to hear hopes. But please, please, please do something so there are not more children suffer and die from curable cancer because of the lack of financial ability and the lack of awareness. And so that is what calls me to create the International Childhood Cancer Charity. That's that we can, and I could tell at the time she has as much emotional pain and spiritual pain as physical pain. And so the International Childhood Cancer Charity goal is to be able to heal emotionally and physically the children and the family and their family, these impoverished children and family with cancer, and to empower them such that this does not become a repeat story, such that once they are healed from their cancers, when they are safe, they have the tools and skills to change their life and to help their community. This is a whole community that is just as poor. She was not the only children that died from this. She happened to be the only one who reached out, who walked her, in her word, drag herself every day, even in pain, to the place to the it's like a makeshift library where there is one computer, and she's allowed to use 15 minutes or some in there, and did that. She was the only one to reach out, but she wasn't the only one that died. So the International Childhood Cancer Charity is to help children like Ida and their family. And when they are able to do that, when we're able to get them into safety, help them heal emotionally and physically, and empower them such that they can live and fulfill their life and their purpose and their calling. Ida's dream was to become a pediatric nurse because she was so good with children and she loved helping children. And imagine that. Imagine if you are able to help even one child with Ida, with collaboration and volunteerism from everybody, even just one child with Ida who will bring her light back, not just heal herself, but with her and her family, bring their light back into their community. And then that community bring their light into a bigger community. It will be a ripple effect that we one tiny step and which individual person can create and bring into this world. And this world deserve it. You deserve it. We all deserve to have peace of mind and thrive, and that is something that is so much needed right now. And that is all start very small, and many times it's when we are able to just do one tiniest little things. Even it's like, my always thought is, okay, and now I don't know how this is going to even happen. I don't know, but just like if you put a tiny little pebble in the water, we know that if of us if if each of us put a tiny pebble in the water, very soon it will create a ripple effect such that don't let another Ida die in ways. There are many children that deserve to be able to heal and thrive all over the world. International Childhood Cancer Charity is to serve children everywhere in the world, not just in one country or Africa. Yeah.
That is so powerful. And I've known like you know what is really to me that really sticks out is that Brigitte as a child, the giving and seeing other children is now the Brigitte as an adult, not only with your animals, with other children. And you did all the background work for this. You know, you have it all set up, you have the charity going, and all this. And all the proceeds from your book go to the ICCC International Children with Cancer charity. And I just before we get going, I want to
Yeah, and
recognize something in you. We've been talking in Paradigm Shifters about resilience, about how yes, we have these grand ideas, right, and not take the action on it, right? We're and there's so many ideas, especially for me in the last year, that all these ideas, all these things, and then overwhelmed and not do any action. I wanted to ask you, have you, where is it in the last, since the last time we've seen you, I see this transformation in you. And where was it that you kicked in your resilience and overrode any of the paradigms and kept moving forward?
since the last time we met,
Yes.
well, I would say a lot of that it's actually baby steps, Judy. A lot of time people say, oh, you got to make this brave move. But to me, it is actually trusting the universe step by step and say, okay, this is what I feel guided, next little step, and next little step. And so yes, you can try to leap, but you can also take baby step, one step at a time, and before you know it, you will pass that yet another bridge, and pass yet another bridge. We know that baby step takes us up Mount Everest, and so that's something that I take one baby step at a time, and before you know it, you are up another 1,000 feet, and just take another baby step, and you know it, before you know it, you are up another 1,000 feet. And so I would say it's consistent baby step, and not letting yourself say, well, I'll just wait until tomorrow until it's convenience, because it's never convenience. There's always something happening.
Well, I just wanted to acknowledge you too, because um, during Paradigm Shifters, which this will be aired, this is all pre recorded, and that you are working full time right, in the hospital while you are doing this.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so, and you look bright and fresh. We're actually, this is very early Sunday morning for you and me, but we're doing it. The baby steps, baby steps,
Mhm.
baby steps. I love that. Well, so tell us, I know that you have set a goal for ICCC. I want to international. Uh,
International Childhood Cancer Charity.
yeah, let's keep saying that. You know, yeah, just let's keep saying that. Not ICCC. When I say ICCC, I was like, okay, already went to just a whole lot of letters, and I don't understand. But when I say the full word, it imprints it into my heart.
Yeah.
So, what is your goal? I know you just came out of a goal setting thing for 2021, and that's what everyone here at Paradigm Sisters is doing. We're setting a goal. It could be a huge goal, whatever it is, it's a goal. So tell us about your goal and yeah, maybe how we can help.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Judy. So what I see that and talking about baby steps, what I see that the International Childhood Cancer Charity is to be able to empower, in addition to emotionally and physically heal 10 children and families by the end of the 2021.
You!
December 31st, 2021, we look back and we say, this is baby steps. It's a first steps, and yes, 10 children can look very small, but 10 children can look very big, whichever one it is. But it is a number that 10 children by the December 31st, 2021.
And how can we help?
Well, there are a few, definitely there are a few different ways that you are able to help. Judy mentions, thank you for mentioning that my book Seeking Peace available on Amazon from any country that has an Amazon. It's
I
international.
think it's right behind you. Can you hold it up? It's right the
Yeah,
other side. I think it's over there.
well, I have one here too. So
Oh, okay.
there's one there, and this is Seeking Peace. It is available from from Amazon, any Amazon in your country. If not, you can go to the Seeking Peace website, which is seekingpeacebook.com. So it's also available there. If you want an autograph copy, go to seekingpeacebook.com or actually email me directly. That is Seeking Peace. Seeking Peace, all proceed goes to the International Childhood Cancer Charity. The other part is then the International Childhood Cancer Charity available. There is a website there, international in INTL, International Childhood Cancer Charity.org. You will find more information in there, and we definitely welcome actually your contribution, and that contributions could be time, could be your expertise in something, and as well as could be your financial contribution. There is a way that you can actually donate monetarily in that website. In a safe manner, it goes through another party. It will allow you to have completely safe transactions that you can donate in there. And at the same time, if you feel called to actually contribute your time, even if it is just an hour a week or an hour every couple weeks, an hour a month, we welcome you. We would love to have you to join us, such that we don't have another child with curable cancer suffers and die from curable cancer because of financial lack of financial support and awareness, lack of awareness. And if you feel very strongly called and would love to contribute your expertise, we welcome people in multiple different expertise, whether it is in running a foundation and in growing a foundation, as well as this is to be to be volunteer driven organizations, such that you can donate if you are a coach that want to help with kids, if you are a coach that want to help with family, in life skills, in every single manner. We would love to have you join us and help us help another child who's needing help.
Oh, this is so fun. I'm so honored to be on the board of directors with you.
Yes,
That's
thank
that's because in my heart is the children, having I've witnessed children who have died many times in my career, and 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 there is something there with at the last moments of their lives when they look at you and they know that their time is almost done, and they know that you will help carry on what they started in their small, it's not big or small, it was their life.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like so drawn to this, so drawn to this. Well, I can't tell you how I don't know the word. I appreciate all that you've done and all that you are going to do. And I know this will touch the hearts of so many in here who are we're at this cusp of like, where can we give, where can we get, give our time, give our expertise. So many of us are of a certain age where, well, what do we have? We have the wisdom, we have the warmth, we have the love, we have the grandchildren and the great grandchildren. And wow, and what a message you have. So to wrap this up, what would you love to have us as paradigm shifters hold for you, Dr. Brigitte, for you personally?
So for me personally, for
Yes.
thank you, Judy. Thank you. For me personally, I would love for you to hold for me that, this journey that we all in a journey, that all the journeys is taking place with such ease and fun in a way that is an all win way.
I love it. Ease and fun all in. And we're going to rub our hands together. Sending it out to you in California.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And so appreciate all that you do. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Judy. Thank you for allowing me to be able to serve here with you and the Paradigm Shifter. It's a great honor and a great delight.